The evidence surrounding the January 6th riot at the Capitol continues to grow. The Justice Department's investigation now includes the possibility of organized groups taking part in the violence. And the Department of Homeland Security has now issued this alert. Quote, the acting Secretary of Homeland Security has issued a National Terrorism Advisory System bulletin due to a heightened threat environment across the United States, which DHS believes will persist in the weeks following the successful presidential inauguration. Information suggests that some ideologically motivated violent extremists with objections to the exercise of governmental authority and the presidential transition, as well as other perceived grievances fueled by false narratives, could continue to mobilize to incite or commit violence. This expires on April 30th of 2021. The news release goes on to say details throughout 2020, the domestic violence extremists targeted individuals with opposing views engaged in First Amendment protected nonviolent protest activity, motivated by a range of issues, including anger over COVID-19 restrictions, the 2020 election results, and police use of force have plotted and on occasion carried out attacks against government facilities. Long-standing racial and ethnic tension, including opposition to immigration, has driven the attacks, including a 2019 shooting in El Paso, Texas, that killed 23 people. The Department of Homeland Security is concerned these same drivers to violence will remain through early 2021, and some may be emboldened by the January 6th breach of the U.S. Capitol building in Washington, D.C. to target elected officials and government facilities. Department of Homeland Security remains concerned that homegrown violent extremists inspired by foreign terrorist groups who committed 3 attacks targeting government officials in 2020 remain a threat. The threats of violence against critical infrastructure, including the electric, telecommunications, and healthcare sectors, increased in 2020, with violent extremists citing misinformation and conspiracy theories about COVID-19 for their actions. Department of Homeland Security, as well as other federal agencies and law enforcement partners, will continue to take precautions to protect people and infrastructure across the United States. Department of Homeland Security remains committed to preventing violence and threats meant to intimidate or coerce specific populations on the basis of their religion, race, ethnicity, identity, or political views. Department of Homeland Security encourages state, local, tribal, and territorial Homeland Security partners to continue prioritizing physical security measures, particularly around government facilities, to protect people and critical infrastructure. The bulletin goes on to say how you can help. We ask the public to report suspicious activity and threats of violence, including online activity, to local law enforcement, FBI field offices, or their local fusion center. Your choice can make a difference. Choose nonviolent ways to make your voice heard and support friends and family in doing the same. Communities are strongest when they are not divided. Strengthen your community by standing together against violence. I'm Neil Carlson reporting for iNewZ.TV.